So, hey you guys. Sorry, I'm like really off my game these days. Dustin was like talking to me and I'm like, oh my God, it's 8:30. I gotta get upstairs. Okay, so you guys, Kelly and I are super pumped up for multiple reasons, but December, like, I think a lot of it has to do with just the excitement and everything happening last month, rolling into this month, and then everything that we've been hearing on the calls this week. We just know that madness and absolute amazingness is coming. So we're super excited about that. So at the beginning of the month, which some of you may or may not know this, in your eSuite, there is like when you first log into eSuite and it shows you that screen, over to the right, there's a video for that month that Cami Dempsey makes that we sent to all of you guys. I always watch those videos. That's like one of the first things I do on the first of the month. And there's always a game plan for that month. And so I print these off and I go through it and I fill it out. And what's nice about the game plan is it's different every month. And it really, I think a lot of people think like, oh yeah, I'll fill out my game plan, whatever. Like I've got my goals, I know what I'm doing. But it goes through and talks to you about things that apply specifically to this month, like different deals, different things to think about, which I really, really like. So, I mean, it talks about Christmas, it talks about, sampling at parties, all kinds of things. But then also, it makes you, so you guys all have a hundreds list that you're working off of, or if you're like Kelly and I, thousands upon thousands list. And it says on here, who do you know that has a resolution to get physically fit? Who do you know that has a resolution to get financially fit? And I literally wrote next to mine, everyone. And then it talks, there's spaces for your steps to success. It gives you a recommended book to read. So if you're into reading self-development, which I highly recommend, it talks about that. And then it also talks about a dream board night. And if you guys are local, which a couple are, not very many, a couple are, we're doing dream boards at the leadership retreat at the end of December in Kansas City. But I think we will also, Kelly and I will probably also host an online like digital. We'll plan that for like middle to end of December, probably like one of the last days of December, where we can get on and work on our dream boards together. But I did this last year with my team, and I had everyone that was local to me come over and we made dream boards. And it's just a nice way for you to look at what your goals are for the next year. And this isn't just business goals. This is, if you want to go on vacation with your family, if you want to quit your job, if you want to be able to give more to charity. I mean, you name it and I have it on my dream board. So the sky's the limit, truly. And that is what's really cool about a dream board. But my dream board sits right above my desk. And I work, I would say 75% of the time at my desk. Lately, I've been sitting in bed when I'm Zooming because I think my connection's better over here. But it's a constant reminder. And when I when I quit my job in August, I was looking up at my dream board one day and it said, like, stay at home mom, summer 2017. And I hadn't, and it was kind of, it's on a lower part of my dream board, but it was one of those things that I was like, oh my God, I spoke it and it happened. Like, I put it out there into existence. I spoke it, I talked about it, and it happened. And so that's just one example of just how great a dream board is, and speaking, your dreams and your vision into the world and how important that is. We also made digital dream boards last year too, which were really cool. Just using word swag is what we used last year. And I'm sure that's something that corporate will encourage us to do and put out there on social media. So that is something else that we did this year too, or last year, this year, I guess, last year for this year. So December game plan, super important. Not just, and if you guys don't have a printer, like pull it up online and look at it and write this stuff down. It's the actual act of writing this stuff down that makes a difference. So Kelly pointed out, which actually, I don't know if that's right, Cal. You said there's 21 days left in the month. There's more than that. There's 31 minus 5. Okay, I don't know what's with the lighting, but now you guys all look like a zombie. 31 minus 5. So there's actually 26 days. Kelly earlier was like, there's 21 days left in the month. And I'm like, okay, now I'm panicking.
But work it like there's 21 days left in the month, okay?
So December can be crazy. And so you can choose to make excuses and say like, oh, my business will be here when January comes around. Or you can work it just like you did in November and have just as great of a month as you did last month. Mark mentioned on the family call on Sunday night that we will have there's something being announced before the year ends. And that is not normal. That has never happened before. So my anticipation is like December 6th, December 27th, something will be announced. I don't know if it will be packs. I don't know if it'll be a new product. I don't know if it'll be a bonus something, but it's a big deal. And for him to mention that on Sunday night is a big deal. So we're not waiting for conference. We're not waiting for the new year. We're not waiting for January 1st. Like December 26th is when the new year starts in this business, is the way that we look at it. Don't get me wrong. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I don't work. I spend time with family and do the holiday thing and all of that. But the morning of December 26th, like it's game on. So that is the way that I look at my business. And with these Christmas wishes going on, you guys, last year it was like everyone submitted a Christmas wish. Now like that pool is so much smaller. So getting a new distributor enrolled in these first 12 days, so we have 7 days left for that, it's just such a unique opportunity to be able to enter a Christmas wish and post about that on social media. And just that our CEO, if you haven't posted about the fact that we're offering that, like that's a really, really cool thing. And I don't see any other, I'm friends with people that do Roden and Fields and other things. Like no other company is doing things like that. And that is something to be said for our corporate team for sure. So that is something that I'm super excited about. And Kelly, do you want to talk about, before I forget, before I turn it over to Kelly, tomorrow night we're doing a Zoom, like from people that were top enrollers on all of Brienne's team. So Kelly and I think are talking, right, Kel? And then Jennifer Gilly and who else?
Courtney McCravey.
And Courtney McCravey. So there's at least 4 of us talking tomorrow night, but we're going to talk about how we were top enrollers last month and what we were doing and all of those good things. So we'll have certain questions that we're answering. It'll be really great. And it'll be at 8:30 Central tomorrow night. So that is something to look forward to also. And Kelly and I are working on planning some opportunity parties as well for potential distributors. So Kel, it's all you.
Hey guys. Okay, so make sure you are doing that December game plan. That's number one. I love that they put that out there for us because it already gets us set up for the month. Kind of gives us like an outline of what we need to be doing. So I'm always on there looking at the video and stuff too. So what I kind of want to just cover is something that really spoke to my heart on the Show Me the Money call. Usually when I'm going to be completely honest because I'm always honest. I'm not going to tell you guys something that's not true, but that I'm doing, that I'm not doing. Usually the Show Me the Money call, I'm busy messaging and I'm not really focused in on what they're actually talking about. Okay. So, but Ashley Sinclair was on, and Ashley Sinclair, if you guys don't know, I love Ashley Sinclair. We've met a couple times at some boot camps here in Dallas, and I'm obsessed with her. I think she's amazing. What she stands for is amazing. How she works her business, all that. So I was really tuning into what she had to say, and a lot of things that she said really spoke like truth to me. And I would just wanted to pour it into you guys because I think it's so important. First thing that she said was, there are 3 things that you need to do in this business Basically, all it takes to be successful. If you guys have a pen and paper, you can write this down so you can remember it. But the 3 things that you need to be successful, and they're 3 simple things, guys. Number 1 is going to be belief in yourself. This is so important. Like, I talk about this all the time on my Zooms. Believing in yourself is huge, guys. If you don't believe that you can be Ruby, if you don't believe that you can be executive, if you don't believe that you can be Diamond, then you won't be. Speak truth and good thoughts into your business and then make it happen. Believe that you can do these things, because, guys, you can do them. If I can do them, if Kelly can do them, if Jennifer Gilly can do them with 7 kids, you can do them with 1. You can do them with 2. You can do them with 0, okay? Believe in yourself that you can do it, number 1. Number 2 is just to put in the work. So what putting the work is, maybe, okay, so what Kelly and I do every single day, we give you the same tools of what we do. We give you the same messages, the same responses. Posting, if you're copying our post, it's the same. The only difference is maybe we're doing a little bit more than you. That's all the difference is. Instead of at night me watching Netflix like I would love to watch every single night, I turn off the TV. I'm not watching Netflix. I'll go in the other room if my husband wants to watch the football game, where I can focus on my business that time. Now, when we're doing the Message Challengers group, guys, we put a lot of time and effort into a lot of those tasks that we're giving you. So if you're not in there doing that, and I know sometimes it can be kind of overwhelming, don't get overwhelmed. First of all, you can just go in there and you don't have to scroll through everything, because I know it can be overwhelming. I know when I get in there, I'm like, I'm looking for this one task and I can't find it. And look at all this stuff. Like, so you know who posted it, or you know what day it was, or whatever. In the search engine, you can type, Kelly Doll. It's going to bring up every single post that she's ever done. Like, if you're like, oh my gosh, Kelly Doll posted that one post, that message example, that one day. And if you don't know what it is, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to Kelly and we can help you find it. But that's what I do at the end of the day. Like today, Leah posts, I haven't done any of those tasks yet, because after my Zoom, after my boys are in bed, that's when I handle my tasks for the most part. Is I take those 15-minute increments and just combine it into 1 hour, 1 power hour into my day. That's it. That's all I'm doing throughout the day. Yes, I may add or like or comment or something like that whenever I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all it takes during the day. So go in there and you can type Leah Warren in the search engine, and it's going to pull up all of her posts. And then just tackle it 15 minutes at a time. Just get in a quiet place, set your timer 15 minutes, and then just tackle that. It could be adding to your network. It could be sending out the magic message, following up, or whatever it be. Do that, and your business will grow, and you are going to be like amazed. Like, it's insane. Like, people are having success with this because they're doing the tasks. The people that are doing the tasks every single day, for the most part, every single day, they are getting results, insane results. So what we're giving you works, and we want you to be successful, but we can't do the work for you. So if you want this to work, you have to put in the work yourself. Don't get overwhelmed with it. Type it in the search engine, set 15 minutes. If you need an accountability partner to reach out to say, hey, all right, we're going to tackle this task, copy and paste it. Here's what we're going to do. 15 minutes. You ready? Go. If you need that, that's what you need to do. Okay. And the last thing that she said that really spoke true to me, of all it takes to be successful, is to love on your team. If you're not connected with your team, if you don't know who's on your team, maybe they've been placed there, get to know them. Find out who is working on your team, who is feeling volume underneath you. Find that out. It may have been where you have promoted a long time ago and you don't know who's underneath there. Go to your tree viewer, see who is working, see who is enrolling, see who your rock star is. Get to know them and reach out to them, okay? Because we're all people. We're all doing this for our own whys. We're all here basically for the same reason. So really connect with them. What else was I going to talk about? Something that you were already talking about, but I'll talk about it again. I want you guys all to sit there and really think. I always ask my team all the time. I try to do it every month or every 6 weeks or something, because I think it's so important, is remember your why, okay? Because this business, it's not all easy all the time. It takes a lot of hard work to get where I'm at or where Kelly's at or even where a diamond's at. It is a lot of work, but it's completely worth it. I've never, not 1 second said, oh my gosh, I wish I didn't work so hard. No, never. I've never said that. So I want you guys all to write down, why are you doing this business? Write it where you can see it. Write it 85 times if you need to, all over your house. Who are you doing this business for? Are you doing it for yourself? At first, I was doing it for my family. Then I was doing it for myself. My why has changed. Just really think about that. Like, it's so important for you to drive you and to push you. Like, there's no better feeling. And I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay. When I went diamond, I pushed so hard. We moved that month. I had 2 weeks. We had got back from conference. We moved that month. I had 2 weeks. We got the stomach bug. Kason got it. I got it. Aaron got it. Then Jackson got it. Literally the night I was promoting was 11 p.m. I was talking to Leah. I had throw up all over me from Jackson. Like, so what I was going to say is, I forgot what I was going to say is, when I got done working so hard, my 9-year-old saw how hard I was working. The next day when I could tell him, I said, Leah wants us to take a picture with our excited face. I don't have makeup on her. I didn't have any makeup on or anything. She's like, just take a picture with your excited face. He was sitting next to me and I was like, Leo, and he's like, why? And I was telling him, he goes, oh my gosh, mommy, you made diamond. Do you know how that feels? Like, that's incredible. There's no better feeling out there than your kid to tell you, like, I'm so proud of you. You made diamond. Like, I could cry. Like, the feeling of that. I just want you guys to really think about that. And like, if you're working for your kids to make your kids proud of you, then do it. Cause there's no reason not to. Like, why are you not putting in the work? This is going like way off of what is on my paper, but that's okay. I want you to be thinking about 2018. Okay. I want you to think about, where do you want to be in 2018? Where do you want to be before you go to conference, going into conference? Are you willing to put in the hard work that it takes to get there? Because nobody's going to hand it to you. You have to put in the work for it. You have to put in the time for it. There's never been a time where I said, I'm so glad that I didn't work as hard as so-and-so or whatever. I'm so glad that, I sat back and watched everybody work. I'm so glad that, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, be thinking about where you want to be in 2018 right now, because the time to work your business is right now. There's no better time, because guess what? You're planting all those seeds from the messenger challenge. Like, I can't even tell you how much my hundreds list has grown from that challenge group. It's insane. From that magic message or whatever. I have so many potentials now to reach out to that, guess what? Come December 26th, they're going to be ready to lose weight and they're going to be ready to make some money, because those two things are what is on everybody's New Year's resolution, is either to get fit, lose weight, make money. That's it. And we have both to offer them. We have both. Do you not understand what amazing opportunity this is? It's incredible. So I just really wanted to want you guys really to think about your why and think about where you want to be in 2018, because the time to work is right now. Even if you're getting told a lot of no's, guess what? We're getting told no to a whole lot of times, a whole lot more times probably, but there's always that yes. So whenever you're asking people, hey, you want to make extra money, and they keep saying no, and you're like, nobody wants to join my team, we're getting that too. But think about, if you have to get through 100 people to ask about who wants to join your team, and the 101 person is your next diamond or your next ambassador diamond, wouldn't have that been worth it? 100%. I would message 8,000 people if I would find that one ambassador diamond for my team. Do you know what I mean? So just imagine what it's going to feel like if you're working so hard, if you're striving for a diamond, because I know that's a big, huge promotion for a lot of people. A lot of people push for that. I know I was. Imagine what that's going to feel like whenever you hit that comment in your paycheck. What is that going to do for your family? How great is that going to feel for your kids to say how amazing that was, or how much, my kid never said, you work so hard, you never spend time with me. No, I always made time for my kids. He saw how hard I was working, and he knew how important it was, and he knew all about diamond, because I couldn't stop talking about it. So don't stop talking about it. Put it out in the air, put it out into your family's ear that you're going to make it happen, and then make it happen, because you will when you do that. Think about where you want to be. Think about putting that comment in your paycheck every single day that you wake up. Think about adding that comment in your paycheck. Let that drive you. Let your why drive you. Put in the work and then make it happen. December is the most important month to build your business. 100%. 100% is the most important. I would say August, September is like slower months. The time is now. Okay. These promotions are going to come out, and I want everybody on this team. I want me and Kelly to be, posting about all of you guys who hit diamond, who hit double diamond, emerald, whatever it is. I want to be shouting out all of your names. We want to do that. Like, that's exciting. We don't not want to do that. We love doing that. It's fun. It's exciting. And what was I going to say? Get yourself, okay, Ashley Sinclair said, get yourself right now where you want to be so that you are ready come December 26th. Okay? We're not saying January 1st is the new year. We're saying December 26th is the new year, because everybody's going to be ready. And I want them to message you, all your potentials. I want them to message you. I don't want them to reach out to me. We may have mutual friends. What if they reach out to me because I'm posting more? What if they reach out to me because I'm messaging and connecting with them more? You know what I'm saying? Does this even make sense? I'm just kind of like going. Is it too much? Am I too much? Okay. But I want them to reach out to you guys. I want them to do that. There's other distributors out there, not just saying me, but I'm just like another person maybe on their timeline. I want them to come to you for the product. I want them to come to you about the business. Okay. So be thinking about that when you're posting and you're messaging. You're not the only one. You're not the only one out there. And so I want you guys to realize that on December 26th, they're going to be like, all right, it's time. I'm ready. I've waited so long. I need to lose weight. Like, where's this Kelly girl at? I'm reach out to her. Like, but they're not going to reach out to you and connect with you if you aren't to them. If you're not building that relationship, they won't even remember you. Fact, if you're not messaging them and reaching out, they're not going to remember that they were interested in the cleanse, but they were interested in the triple that. They're not going to remember that. So just be ready. You guys get ready right now. The grind is completely worth it. The money is completely real, completely worth it. I have never said, I wish I didn't work so hard. That's all I want to say. Is that too much? I'm sorry. I was just like bursting. Ashley Sinclair lights a fire in my belly like you wouldn't believe. So I hope that wasn't too much for you guys. I'm kind of really red. So did you have something you wanted to add?
No.
Was that too much?
No, you're fine. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. Blanking. Oh, on the note of like people reaching out to you. So something to keep in mind when you're posting about product, because the algorithms have changed, but there's still like 7% of your friends that see your posts. So even if you don't get likes, you guys, I get messages from people every so often that are like, oh, hey, tell me about this, and things that they've seen, and they've never commented and they've never liked anything. So keep that in the back of your mind when you're like, why am I not getting any comments? Why am I not getting any likes? Also keep in the back of your mind that Kelly and I started, some of you on this call are fairly new in the business. When I started the business, I had like 700 friends or something on Facebook. And now I have like 4,000. So there's a lot more. My 7% is much larger now than it was this time last year. So that continuing to grow that network is really, really important. And I can't stress that enough. And I feel like it's overlooked a lot. And that's why I'm glad that we're doing that in the Message Challengers group, because so often I have people tell me like, well, nobody's commenting, nobody's liking. Well, your network may be a little bit smaller than mine is. Don't compare yourself to me, who's been doing this for 2 years, but also making sure that you're growing your network, because that's so, so, so important. But don't discount the people that are just looking. A lot of people look. Think about it. How many of us were lurkers that just looked at Facebook and didn't like or comment or anything like that? before we started this business, that was me. I hardly ever posted. I hardly ever commented or liked anything. I just didn't. So keep in mind that people are watching you. Like Harmony Belden never asked me to join this business. I RSVP'd to a party that she made public and said that I was interested. She never asked me. So keep that in mind. People are always watching. People are seeing what you're doing. So yeah, I think that's important. You know, I just worry that with these algorithms changing, that people are going to be like, oh, posting's not as important anymore. And it's still important. It's just that we have to be doing the work behind the scenes. Posting is not asking. Posting is not going to sign us our 4 customers every month. It's the combination of things. So I think you guys are all doing an awesome job. I am super excited for December and to see everyone hit their goals. There's a lot of people on this call that are going for promotions this month, and that's really, really incredible and really awesome. So I'm pumped for all of you that are pushing for that. And I think that's all I got. Does anyone have any questions? Because we have like 7 minutes. If you do, you guys can take yourselves off mute.
I think
I was going to ask a question.
Go for it, Madison.
I'm sorry, I'm dark, I'm driving. If we sign a distributor and if we place it under one of our distributors, does that count?
Yeah. Huh?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. If we sign a distributor and then we place it under someone else on our downline, does that count for us to get our Christmas wish?
Yes.
Okay,
You
awesome.
never give
Thank
up
you.
ownership of your distributor.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
one thing I was going to add, just really quick, that I think is so huge, and I know that we covered it a little bit last time, but posting on your story, your Instagram and your Facebook story has been huge for me. I know Megan posted in the chat or commented, do y'all use Instagram also? Yes. And when I started, I didn't even have an Instagram. Okay. I am not tech savvy. Only had a Facebook. I had 90 Facebook friends. So I had to start an Instagram and learn how to do that. And there's training videos on how to do that. But I have almost 4,000 followers now on Instagram. So it does take time, but Instagram has been huge for me. And what's so great about posting on your story on Instagram is you can create a poll. So I love doing this at least once a day, and you can create a poll like, who wants to make an extra 500 plus a month with some cash on it, and they'll vote. Yes, I'll do like heck yes or more info. And I never say yes or no. It's heck yes or more info. And then I message them. I got 6 PDTs from that yesterday. That's 6 more on my list that I can reach out to. And that's huge right now because of this Christmas cash bonus. Like we should be signing DTs like during this promotion because they get to do their own Christmas wish right when they sign up. So posting on, that's really going to, did we talk about that? That's going to up your viewers also when you're posting on your stories. So even if you just post I only post on Instagram once a day, but I'll post in the story all day long. Like anything that I'm doing throughout the day, like I'm taking a picture of that, I'm taking a picture of that, I'm putting in my story, whatever. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be anything interesting or like super like outrageous or anything like that. Like it could just be anything that you're doing throughout the day. Because people are nosy and they want to see, and that's a new thing, and everybody is on there looking. Because I know I get on there and look too, and it's a great way to interact with people too. You can send the emoji or reply or reach out to them, and then you're already in their inbox. You're already in their inbox. Like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Where'd you get his little hat or whatever? You're already in his inbox, so or her inbox, whatever. So that's all I wanted to add was posting in your stories. Do not forget to post in your stories because that's something that's huge. The Christmas bonus ended November 30th. It ended. So now they're doing the Christmas wish. When you sign up a new distributor between now and December 12th, you get a Christmas wish, and whoever you sign up get a Christmas wish. So that's huge. I'm sure they're going to come out with something else right after. I have a good feeling that they're going to. I think last year they did, if you complete the steps to success, you get $500. So I think that was last year or the year before. I can't remember, but yeah. So I'm sure that they'll come out with with something, but whatever you're doing right now is going to count for January. Like there's not going to be one person that's working hard right now that's going to say, I wish I didn't put in that work. No, because you're going to be building your team and you're going to be ready for whatever they have coming out. So, is there a limit for your wish?
You don't get one automatically, but there's no limit. So for every distributor that you enroll, you get a wish entered. And so for the Instagram, like Megan, back to what you said, you use Instagram. I didn't have an Instagram either. And I can tell you I'm still figuring out Instagram. Like I don't work Instagram like Kelly does. Kelly has much more success than I do on Instagram, but it is a work in progress and it is a great way for me to grow a whole nother network. Like I'm not following people on Instagram that I'm friends with on Facebook. I'm looking for totally different people on Instagram and I'm using it as, it's personal, but I'm using it as a business tool. So that's how I use Instagram now. Am I a pro? No. Do you have to watch every single video that you can find on Instagram? No. But that's a good way to start. And you figure it out as you go. That's really what it boils down to. Whether it was, some people get into this business and they're really great at Instagram and then they end up focusing more, they get to know Facebook more and that kind of a thing. But everyone's different. So I encourage you to use it as a tool, but don't feel like you have to master it in one day. I'm still learning a lot about Instagram, a lot. Yeah, so you've had one for a long time. So just adding people. And the nice thing about Instagram that I will say is people, it's not like Facebook, people are a little bit more weary of adding like new friends and things like that. Instagram, people are like, oh, it's followers, whatever. They add you, they follow you back. It's just different. Facebook, people are much more, that's why when we talk about like adding followers, adding friends, like on Facebook, I want to have 5 new friends at the end of every day. On Instagram, I could have 100 new followers if I, really wanted to. So you can grow your network a lot on Instagram in that way. So that's totally a good thing to use too. I think the key is just don't do what you're most comfortable with, but don't be afraid to branch out and get to know Instagram and do more with that too. I think does anyone have any other questions? It's all about the hashtag, Sarah said. It is, and I'm not a hashtag person. I struggle. That's why I probably hate Instagram because of that. Because I don't really understand it completely, I guess. I don't know. It's like I always tease my sister because I'm like, oh, it's like my sister's really big on Instagram. That's a big thing for her, but she's not in the business. So anyways, we have less than a minute. Any other questions?
Can I ask a question real quick about wrap party?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a hard time selling those for some reason. I don't know why, because like it's quick cash, but I sent this to you earlier. I have like most of my friends, close friends and family are already my LCs. So who do you invite to a party? Like, would you do like an event on Facebook and try to see who you could get to come, or? So
you could do an event on Facebook, like we could do an online party. You could do a party in person and have people bring their friends, like have them bring a friend and that kind of a thing. You could ask one of your loyal customers to host a party for you.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different options and we can talk more about that. Sorry, I just saw that message when you were getting on.